The random digits table is really neat because it has all different lines, so you can start at different lines and get many different outcomes for this. But let's say we wanted to ask, let's say we had 20 people. Okay? We had Sue, Mark, Bob, Brian, Dale, Anthony, Noah, Sam, Jill, Joe, Mike, Amy, Kevin, Lisa, Scott, Jenna, Tanya, Roslyn, Victor, and Richard. Okay, we've got 20 people. If we wanted to randomly select 5 people to participate in our study, we wouldn't just pick 5 people. To randomly select them, we want a computer-generated list kind of to pick these people. Now, obviously, you're not going to put all 20 people's name into a computer program. But what we can do is we can give everyone a number. And if we're doing 20 people, then we need to give everyone a 2-digit number. Okay, so the maximum number here is how many digits we need to use. And I believe we need to probably start at 1. I don't think we can do this much any other way. But in order to call it 1, we should call it 01, because it needs to be 2 digits. 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Using the list from Table D, this is actually a long group of numbers. It's separated into groups of 5 just to make it easier to look at and to use, but it technically doesn't mean that they're groups of 5, if you get what I'm saying. I'll show you. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to look through and see if we can pick 5 people from line 101 to participate in our study. How we would look at this is we would look at the first 2 digits, 19, check. So Victor is selected. 22, we don't have a 22. 39, we don't have a 39. 50, we don't have a 50. 34, we don't have a 34. 05, we have, that is Dale, is also selected. 75, we don't have. 62, we don't have. 87, we don't have. 13, we do. That's Kevin. 96, we don't have. 40, we don't have. 91, we don't have. 25, we don't have. 31, we don't have. So I need more than what I've written down to keep on going and pick my 5 people. 42, we don't have. 54, 48, 28, 53, 73, 67. Now normally, I believe you can go any way you want down these random digits. You can go down the column, you can go across the row, and then from left to right, and that's typically what's recommended, is to go from left to right. I'm still getting nothing here. I think I got one coming up. 0, 0, oh, 19, we got Victor already. 27, 27, 75. Okay, I have to keep on going. 44, 25, 26, 48, 82, 42, 53, 62, 90, 45, 46, 17, Tanya. 09, Jill. So that randomly selected 5 of our participants. Now, the only thing that when we were talking about before is this is just if I were doing an SRS. Okay, this is just a simple random sample. Now, what would have happened if I only picked men? How random is that? There's only male representatives, then that's not really proportionate because I have women in this group. So sometimes this is where I would have made this maybe a strata into stratas, a group of women and a group of men, and tried to pick an equal amount of both, or at least a proportionate amount of both. I kind of ended up being a proportionate amount of both because there are more men than women here. So then randomly more men got chosen, but that's just kind of the way it worked out. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it would work out every time. So that's why sometimes it's good to make a strata and make them into their own groups that they have something in common with, all men and all females. And then from there decide to pick 2 females and 3 males so that it's more randomly selected, because it could have been a selection of only men. And then we wouldn't have got any female input for something like this. So that's how the random digit table works. And I believe you can go up and down, as well as I went from left to right. And you can start on different lines as well. I started at line 101. Sometimes I'll be telling you to start at a specific line, and then we'll make sure that we're all getting the same type of answers, basically, just to make sure that we're getting the same type of answers and that you were able to use the table correctly.